She joins me now in studio. Nomsa, thank you so much. Just tell us a little bit about, before we get into the whole concept of entrepreneurship, what She Power does and what OS Holdings do. So to give our viewers an indication of what it is you do.
Right, thank you. In a nutshell, She Powers SA is a non-profit organization that seeks to assist women in becoming successful entrepreneurs. We're basically trying to create an ecosystem for women to thrive and succeed, where entrepreneurship and business is concerned. And OS Holdings is a company that specializes in ERP systems. So we offer solutions to businesses, be it local government, state-owned entities, as well as private sector. So we do business management solutions for companies.
And in terms of the difficulties in startup, entrepreneurship is such a almost glamorous word, but the difficulties lie that people have great ideas, yet find it so difficult to make it work. What would your best suggestions be to youngsters out there who've got a great idea and putting it into action?
I think it is important that after that great idea, you have a plan, to make sure that you succeed as a business. But most importantly, you need to be in a space where you can collaborate with more entrepreneurs, people who've walked the journey before you, people who will be in a position to help you thrive, where you are struggling. What is also most important is that understand your value proposition. And make sure that you really understand your target market, because sometimes you miss a target market. So it's very important to understand that who are you serving, what problem are you trying to solve, and you will be in a position to succeed. It's not easy. It's not glamorous at all. There's tears, there's great challenges in business. So it is important that we build an environment that is conducive for entrepreneurs to thrive.
What are some of the difficulties that you've seen in setting up and being involved in this business?
It has been, we started quite, let me say, easily, because we're very good at what we do. But when we started scaling up, then we started experiencing great challenges where cash flow is concerned, because scaling up requires investment. We started developing our own tools, because in the market we discovered that there are solutions that are required. So as entrepreneurs, we build systems that will be able to assist customers in order to achieve their strategic objectives. And that requires money. And we needed expert skills, which doesn't come cheap. So you may start nicely, but when you're scaling up and when you're growing your business, you may come across those challenges.
When you say scaling up, does this involve the hiring of more people, or does it involve more technologically based upskills?
Both. It involves hiring more people. It involves training the current people that you have. It also involved, in our case, building systems that will be able to meet the requirements of our clients.
I guess keeping your clients happy is a crucial way if you're in a service industry, which many of the youngsters, young entrepreneurs would like to get into. Where do you see gaps for young upcoming entrepreneurs?
I'm in the technology space, so for young upcoming entrepreneurs, I keep saying that we need to be part of the technology. We need not to be just the consumers of technology. So they need to be in spaces where they code, where they develop systems, where they develop softwares, but they also need to be in the space where they're able to help other business grow. So it's very important for young entrepreneurs to understand and ensure that as much as you can start a business, you will be able to grow it without failing. That's very important.
Sure. I guess one should be able to start a business quickly, inexpensively, and without barriers. I'm talking about red tape. I'm talking about going back right to the beginning where you think, geez, I've got my idea. I want to set up a CC or a PTY Limited. Do you think governments are doing enough to make this an easy process?
Government is trying. But the greatest challenge we experience is that people who are trying to help businesses, they've never run businesses, so they don't necessarily understand the challenges that we face. Yes, they do try, but I believe that we need to look at people who have actually walked the path, because they understand what is required. I mean, if you've never sat in a situation where you don't know where you're going to get the money to pay salaries, you're not the person to be in a position where you can say, I understand the plight of the entrepreneurs. So they need to get the right people in the entrepreneurship space. They need to get the right people who are sitting with the Minister Lindiwe Sisulu. So it's important. They're trying, but half the time they're missing the mark.
What are you expecting to get out of a Global Entrepreneurship Week this week?
What is important is the collaboration, interacting with other entrepreneurs in the same space, but most importantly also interacting with entrepreneurs who would bring products or solutions that will complement what we do.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and chatting to it. Nomsa Nteleko, she's the co-founder of She Power SA and also OS Holdings. It's Global Entrepreneurship Week. Our business team will be tracking that story throughout the course of this coming week.